We've already measured, ordered, and received our replacement windows. Now we're going to install them. Double check the measurement to make sure you're putting the right window in the opening. Take the screws out of the mullion, top and bottom. A power driver will help with this. Now remove the sliding panel. Do this from the inside of the house. Carefully remove the mullion by knocking it off to the side. Lever it out, being careful not to break the glass. Now pull the remaining glass panel over to the opening. Push it up into the head, lift it up into the head, and then pull it down to remove it. Be very careful that you don't break it. Glass can be very hazardous. Now we have our aluminum window frame ready for your replacement vinyl window. First, test fit the window into this opening. If it doesn't fit, you are going to have to either saw out or pound down with a hammer some of the aluminum frame so you can fit the new window into the opening. If it does fit, then you're good to go. Take the window out, and now you're ready for caulking. Put a heavy bead of caulk on the surface of the aluminum window around the entire perimeter. Here we're using a professional size caulking gun. You're going to leave a 2-inch gap under each weep hole of the existing window. If there are no weep holes in the existing frame, put these gaps roughly 6 to 8 inches in from each corner. For a 6-foot or smaller window, you'll need 2 gaps. For a larger window, use 3. Take the new window and install it in the opening. Press it firmly against your caulking to make a good seal. You want to make sure that the window is square in the opening before you screw it in. Use self-tapping screws to go through the 2 jambs, that's the 2 sides of the window, and the head, that's the top of the window. Do not put any screws into the window sill. That can cause leaks. Now put in your sliding panel and check to make sure that it locks properly. You are going to fill the gap around the perimeter of the new window and the old window with a non-expanding foam. Here we're using a professional size applicator, but foam is available in smaller throwaway cans. Now we're going to caulk the outside of the window frame to the stucco. Use masking tape around the perimeter of the window. This will allow you to get a nice clean caulk joint. Make sure the caulking is pressed in between the window frame and the stucco. Leave 2-inch gaps at the sill in the same places where you left the previous gaps in your caulking. You can use your finger to strike off the caulking to get a nice clean joint, and then peel off your tape. There you have a professional looking caulking joint. Now we're going to finish off the window with the interior trim. Before you peel off the tape at the back, make sure you cut it to the proper length. You don't want it too long. Press the trim against the window frame so that the tape adheres. Peel off the protective backing as you go along. You can see the width of the trim is about 3/8 of an inch smaller than the window frame. At the sides, sometimes it is too wide. You can make the trim the proper width by bending it and tearing it off at the groove, by bending it back and then peeling off. Again, here you can see we left a nice even 3/8 inch space with the trim at the jambs. Caulk the trim to the drywall around the perimeter of the window. Again, strike off the caulking with your finger. Make sure you caulk the joint in between the 2 pieces of trim. There you go. Now you've finished installing your new replacement window.